look at the stats of people who surrender their dogs when they have a baby. If you really want to get yourself into a bleak headspace.
Welcome to Guys We...
Greetings, party people, humans of planet Earth. Drink some water, wear a seatbelt. Remember, Cuomo's still running again as an independent in the mayoral primary. Welcome to another fun episode of Guys We Hugged.
Happy 4th of July if you're listening on Luminary, the final season of America. It has started.
Yeah.
This is Guys We... the anti-slut shaming podcast. I'm Corinne Fisher.
I'm Krystyna Hutchinson.
Welcome.
Make sure you follow us on social media. Instagram's my favorite one, but we're on all of them. I'm at Krystyna Hutch.
I'm at Philanthropy L.
I'm at Eric Freddy.
Together, we're at Guys We without the U in if you want to email us, it's sorryboutlastnightshow@gmail.com. Today's subject line: asked to look through husband's phone for first time ever, and he said no.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm glad he did. Men can say no too. Dear Corinne and Krystyna, I've been an avid lawyer listener since either 2014 or 2015, and am a Luminary subscriber. You've both taught me so much. Krystyna to accept my softness, Corinne to accept my harshness. Okay. I appreciate you both endlessly for that, and I've been thinking about writing you, but not for the reason I am today. I wanted to write to tell flip-floppy Krystyna how awesome and, dare I say, easy having a child has been. I feel like I can hear the moms listening to this go, it's not fucking easy. I have an almost 2-year-old girl, and it has been beyond words cute and fun. That's awesome. Mostly because I choose to have her with the right person.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of variables.
That's a big factor.
And also, is your baby
baby can suck.
No child is like bad, but some are badly behaved or don't sleep through the night and
health issues,
colicky. Yeah, he's like there's a million things that can make your first child or whatever your child rearing experience difficult for sure.
Yeah, I have an update on where I'm at, by the way.
Oh boy,
if I remember at the end of this email, I'll say it. Corinne, I've heard you say you would have a kid if someone would commit to do 51% of the work, and you could do 49.
No, I think I said 60-40 was the minimum, but
that sounds more fun. That sounds way better.
Yeah.
I had said that and thought the exact same way. However, when you have one and you're the mother and breastfeeding, you soon yearn for more control than that, and in the best possible way. I am 51%. My husband's 49%. We tear up.
No way. I don't believe that.
You birthed it.
Yeah, I was.
You're already at
30.
like 70.
Yeah, bodily damage.
Your pussy got blown out from this kid.
Exactly.
Or you got a cesarean section. That's a major
you're
surgery.
Already you're already ahead.
You already held back. Yeah. Birth. It's what keeps the patriarchy alive. We tear up with each other at least once a week, just looking at her in amazement that we created someone so beautiful and adorable and sweet. Aw. The novelty has not worn off, and that's good. And we don't think it ever will. Experiencing parenthood with the person you love is the greatest experience on earth, and in my opinion, and I've waited to have her until 34 so I could travel and work on my career and heal my traumas and all those things. There were so many times I thought I wouldn't have kids and get anxious just thinking about how possible it was I could have chosen that path and missed out on this.
Oh,
but anyways,
no. she drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I listen, if you have a kid, I want it to be the best experience for you. I just don't understand trying to convince other people to do it.
Yeah. That's wild to me too.
I guess it's like because they experience so much joy and they genuinely want you to experience that joy
That's
too.
That's not how I read it though.
But that being said though, like if I don't know the joy I'm missing, I'm just fine. As fine as I ever was.
But do you know, new mom, the joy I'm experiencing? You know, what if it's more fun than yours? You know what I mean? I get what you're saying. But anyway.
Also, I feel the same way that she just described about her child, about my dogs.
Yeah.
And then some people go, well, when you have a child, you're going to be like, oh, what did I even previously think about my dog?
What?
I don't want that.
No.
I don't think that's possible. A lot of people say that.
What?
Yeah. It's very common.
Ugh.
I mean, I also look at the stats of people who surrender their dogs when they have a baby. If you really want to get yourself into a bleak headspace.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Literally cut to me 3 hours ago, cradling my dog like a newborn, telling him he's the cutest boy in the world. But anyways, not the point of the email. The point of this email is not about parenthood. It's about my husband. I'll call him Jake. Jake is 40. I'm 36. We met 10 years ago and have been married for 4 years. When we met, he didn't have a ton of direction in life other than pursuing as many hobbies and interests and being happy. I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad. I've always admired how happy and content he is, and it has poured out onto me, a person who has lived many years without much joy. Together, Jake and I have become powerhouses. We've traveled the world, got married, had a kid, excelled in our careers, built a beautiful house. We are in awe of our life together. That's fucking great. And then you gotta ruin it by asking him to go through his phone. He is the rock I've never had and always needed. While he has flaws, of course, mostly related to ADHD, i.e. cleanliness and forgetfulness. Both of those? Wait, cleanliness and forgetfulness? That's crazy. He is kind, supportive, and sexy. As an example, when I was 9 months pregnant and riddled with anxiety that we were making some sort of mistake, he assured me that all I had to do was feed her and he would do everything else when she was born. Yeah, but he can't fucking breastfeed her. That's the only thing he told you to do.
That's most of a baby's life is just the feeding part. So what part was he doing? Diaper changing?
Again, he's doing 20% of the work. And he did until I was ready. He was so wonderful postpartum. And while many couples fight a lot the first year a child is born, we literally never did. That's great. You guys are very compatible, and I love to hear it. He didn't complain one time about getting up with her in the night. He better not. I should add that I think a lot of parental happiness is based on...
There we go.
I should add that I think a lot of parental happiness is based on your child's temperament, and we got pretty lucky so far.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we dated, Jake had a few years of being single to fuck around, and he did. Good for Jake. We live in a city, but it isn't huge, and I'm aware of the other beautiful brunettes in his area he's been with. Okay, so he's got good taste. He only bangs hotties. I was in a toxic relationship before Jake, so I had to try really hard to be cool and not jealous and respect his individuality, and I did. Good. There were a few times early in our relationship where he would follow or like something or someone on Instagram, and we would have a tiff about it though. Eventually, he stopped. That I saw, and I mean, it doesn't matter if he stopped. He can like things. Like what kind of degree are we talking about? You know. And my insecurities mostly ended. Then after getting engaged, we did a couple of years of couples therapy just to learn how to communicate better, and for him to better understand my trauma, since he truly has experienced little, and I think that's been super helpful too. This is about the extent of the drama in our relationship. That sounds pretty smooth sailing, man. But I have always known he had a bit of wandering eye and appreciates the woman form. Some of that also goes back to the ADHD thing in ways too, needing new stimuli, impulsivity.
Okay.
Is that ADHD?
No.
I've down.
Yeah. This is some.
I don't think that's ADHD, man.
This is some false information he's given you. This is not. Stop. Anyone who thinks that their boyfriend has an excuse to have a wandering eye because they have ADHD.
Spinner.
Stop it. Eric is fully laughing right now.
I mean, I don't.
Well, also, we knew this was coming because she painted literally the most beautiful,
truly a great relationship,
perfect
awesome.
Picture, and
you
now
sold me.
And then you go, yeah, but he often wants to fuck someone else.
ADHD, it's crazy, right?
You know, he's sick.
Creative excuse.
He's a sickness. No.
Also,
I've dated a lot of guys with ADHD. It's like you leave the faucet running when you leave the bathroom, or you leave like the kitchen cabinet open, and it's annoying. You don't try to fuck another person. You don't?
Shit, I gotta make a phone call. I haven't heard you talk a ton about ADHD. Untreated can be pretty quickly led to divorce.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Yeah, because that's a spectrum, and the symptoms are wild. But I know one of them isn't looking at other women while your wife is around. Regardless, I respected his privacy and trusted him to treat me right. I've never done him wrong in any way. A couple months ago, he was on the couch with his phone out, and I was standing over him, and I saw on his Instagram search history the whole roster of the beautiful girls he used to bang.
I mean, he's just checking in on them.
Yeah. What's Tiffany doing?
I check in on exes. It doesn't mean I want to have sex with them.
Even if you're like, oh, that was fun. Okay. I mean, to me, I'm like, that, okay. Well, we'll continue. Several of them right in a row. I think we all stalk our exes occasionally. I gotta say, though, I've never stalked an ex. I just don't. Once I'm done, you don't exist to me anymore. I don't give a fuck. And
Maybe
while
I don't know. I definitely do. I'm just so curious.
yeah, I mean, you looked up mine a while ago and gave me information. I'm like, honestly, I'm glad you did that because that was interesting.
I was interested. I'm just genuinely interested. I love to know people's trajectories, and I'm genuinely interested. And but it's not like it's
just curiosity in its purest sense.
Yeah,
really.
it's basically never because I want to have sex with them. It's just. I mean, I don't even know what
I've done that
is.
once. I've done that once.
I think it's more so I want to make sure that I'm still doing far better than them.
Yeah, it's also very
I think
fun.
it's more
know.
that. It's more psychotic.
And like, did they get fat? Like, or did they get bald? Did they get like, I don't know. Did they downgrade?
Yeah,
That's a fun thing to learn.
Making sure that they are not dating anyone hotter than you is important.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm never like. Yeah, I'm like, I go through the slides and I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, wow, glad that's
Dodged
not
a bullet.
my life. I go, glad I'm not doing that. Glad I'm not on this vacation. Glad I don't have that kid. That's usually me. I go, oh my God, this looks terrible.
I love Instagram for that reason alone.
Yeah.
And while the logical part of me told myself that, the emotional side called him out anyway. We talked about it and he assured me he isn't communicating with any of them and curiosity just got the best of him. No big deal.
Yeah, men are sloppy with this.
They really are.
Off.
Well, I mean, maybe, but
That's probably.
But like, dude, take the screenshot, put it in your hidden photos, and then if we find it, we really dug for it, and then you can call us out on that.
Yeah, men are just like it's okay to look at your exes, but like delete the history and don't look at it in front of.
Don't look at it in front of your wife.
Sitting next to your wife. Like
Yeah.
that's the disrespectful part.
Like,
is
if
that
I-
you're so bad at it.
Yeah, and honestly, I would be totally more sensitive if I birthed a child that I had with you. I'd be like, I would be sensitive to you being sloppy about it. He can't be sloppy about
That's
it.
the ADHD right there.
And it's not like I've never I've masturbated to an ex again. That
Hell
doesn't
yeah,
that
that's what
doesn't
they're
mean I
for.
want them back.
No. I usually masturbate to the worst ones.
Yeah, truly.
We talked about it. Reassured me he isn't communicating with any of them, and curiosity just got the best of me. No big deal. But the next day, either he showed me something or I asked, which one was it, to see something on his phone. And shortly after I had his phone in my hands, he got up to stand over me, and I could tell he was nervous with me holding his phone. I called him out on it. Or was he, or was that your anxiety? I don't know. Either of them could be true.
I don't like people holding my phone even when I have nothing to hide. It gives me anxiety. They shouldn't be there.
I called him out on it, and then he said something like, yeah, I don't want to deal with yesterday again. I dropped it because I didn't want to deal with the reality that he did not want me to see something on his phone. Yeah, that would make me more sus. Not gonna lie. A couple weeks ago, though, we were on vacation and hanging out around a beautiful backyard. I grabbed his phone in jest.
Yeah, LOL.
Ha ha ha.
Classic grab the phone.
Me being a comedian and you with the ADHD, what a pair. He again quickly came to stand over me. I couldn't ignore the fact that he clearly was uncomfortable with me having his phone for a second time. So for the first time in our 10-year history, I asked him to unlock the phone and give me his phone. No, dude, that's
on
his
vacation.
phone. Yeah, way to ruin your fucking
On
vacation. Dude.
Stop.
Stop it. Asked him to unlock his phone. Like, first of all, you're treating him like a child. You're treating him like he's your child and he fucked up. Like that, I don't know, man. That's bold in a way that I don't jive with. He became a little defensive and very nervous, but also, again, I would also take those as red flags, and did not hand it over. Again, his right, man. And if I were him and I knew nothing was on there, maybe I'd act a little nervous just to fuck with you because don't fucking ask to see my phone. Who knows? I don't know your husband. We sat there in some stranger's Airbnb backyard as I reasoned with him. There's no reasoning here. I have never asked to see your phone in 10 years. He told me he needed a second to think. Okay. My heart fell to the ground as our toddler played carefree nearby. After giving Jake a few minutes to think, in quotes, I asked again. He asked, can you believe this? If he could see first, delete a couple things, LOL. Okay. He acknowledged that was silly, and I, of course, told him that was ridiculous. After sitting there a little bit longer, both of us shaking. Okay, why is he shaking? And both of us practically in tears. Again, Why is Jake in tears?
Sorry, I was about to yell at Eric, and then I was like, I realized that I put my boyfriend on emergency bypass for yesterday, and I was like, what the fuck is this sound?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't even know how to redo this.
Yeah, it's a go to his contact later. And you can like turn it off.
I was like, what is going on?
I did
here?
that once before too.
It was just because yesterday was the anniversary of my dad's death, and I didn't want anyone to bother me, but he was coming over. Sorry,
So we kind of
guys.
had to bother you.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, after sitting there a little bit longer, both of us shaking, both of us practically in tears, Jake told me there are 2 things on his phone he didn't want me to see. Oh shit, y'all, this got real.
Oh my God.
Number 1. Oh God, I'm on edge.
history?
Oh, I'm on edge. Jake explained that he did not want me to see the frequency or type of porn he looks at. Why? Because is it weird?
Okay.
That would make me want to know more. But
that's also
he has
fair.
the right. Yeah, it is fair.
In
it is
his
fair.
defense,
But God, I would want to know more. And
done
I
this.
would blame it on my ADHD.
I've done the same thing. It's like I don't want you to go on my browser, type in P, and then just have
You guys, y'all not going incognito with your porn?
I'm on
Go incognito,
I'm
then you don't have to worry about
I'm
it.
on incognito. It still brings up a whole search history.
No, if you're in incognito mode and that's the only mode you look at porn, I know this because your girl does it.
Maybe I need
It
to
doesn't.
switch.
You could type in Google and you could go porn and Google would be like, "What? How dare you?" Like it's incognito is the way to go. Anyway, okay. Number 1. Don't do it now. Number 1, Jake explained that he did not want me to see the frequency or type of porn he looks at. I asked him several times in our relationship how often he looks, and I already know that he's into threesomes and typical guy things. But in the past, Jake mostly shrugged off the question about frequency and alluded to not much. So he now tells me that he looks often, mostly in bed after I've fallen asleep. And he doesn't want me to think less of him or be disgusted by him.
And this is normal because
that's very normal.
Most people have less sex like when they have a young child in the first like 1 to 2 years of the new baby. So like this also would explain why the frequency has gone up.
Yeah. Jake explains how even though he has never been religious, he feels great shame looking at porn and is uncomfortable sharing this with people, which is why he has been coy anytime I've asked, and why he doesn't want me to see now. That is interesting. I do know a lot of guys do feel weird about talking about the porn they watch. Even guys that are like, I don't know, like comedians, a lot of guys I know, I'm like, that's very interesting. I wonder why that is.
Yeah,
I look at porn every goddamn day.
You're a lot like your porn is your business, and if you don't want to share it with people, that's totally fine.
And I totally get the value of keeping that private. Shame, you don't gotta feel shame, but who knows why. I ask him, 1, is it CP?
What is CP?
Oh my God.
Okay,
What's
Eric,
CP?
what is that?
That's child.
Oh. Ew.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean,
I assume not.
Yeah.
I assume it's just something.
that's-
maybe.
And that's
well,
like,
he said no. Yay.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I wasn't even thinking about the child. That wasn't even a thing, flicker of my, especially all the things you said about him.
yeah, because that's not a
That's
kink.
not-
That means something
that's-
is very
yeah.
wrong with you, and you need to
That's
go
illegal.
see someone. Yeah.
So is it child porn? No. Yay. Is it gay porn? No. Oh. Is he sharing photos, videos of me? No. That's awesome.
No, that's called wishful thinking. What the fuck are you talking about? That's never
Why are you trading pictures of me?
literally never
Your
happened
wife?
in the history
Darn, honey, you caught me.
of married life.
Could you imagine?
Unless it was a thing in France where he was, but that he was monetizing people like fucking his wife,
Raping his wife.
That's completely,
Yeah.
that's completely different.
Totally
thing.
different. That's hilarious. Okay, is he sharing photos, videos of me? No. 4, is it OF?
OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, come on. A boundary I've been clear of. No offense, sex workers and girl power.
That
No.
was such a
Wait,
tainted
whoa.
girl power.
Wait, that's not girl power? That's not girl power? Wait, you told him he can't go on OnlyFans? That's weird.
I understand why, because that you basically develop a
Relationship?
a one-sided what men think is a real relationship and what women understand is only transactional.
Do you communicate with them or like
Yeah,
like
you can.
communicate in
You
quotes?
can write. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's not to tell you everyone how the sausage is made, but a lot of times it's like their intern doing it.
Or it's a farm of guys in India doing
Yeah.
it, which is more
That's
frequent.
amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, that would piss me off a little bit. He does admit that he also likes the hot wife category.
Yeah, unlike you, the regular wife. Men, please choose your words carefully because we're overanalyzing.
For once.
Yeah.
Tell this to a guy with ADHD. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
He does admit that he also likes the hot wife category. How big of him to admit that? Which I had to Google.
It's a 25-year-old in a
Yeah, it's
in an
literally
apron.
a teenage. It's like an 18-year-old. It's a little similar to cuckolding. No, cuckolding is different than hot wife.
Right.
Well, I see what you're saying. Hot wife means they share their hot wife with another guy. Okay, yeah, I get you.
Oh.
So I'm like, I watch a lot of porn and
Cucking thing.
So I tell him
She's getting cucked because she's just servicing him all day.
Yeah. So I tell him I have been nothing but cool about porn our whole relationship and how I don't think I've ever given the impression I would be judgmental about frequency or type.
Okay, this is where
but
you
you're
need to
interrogating him.
This is
though.
where you need to step back and have a clearer perspective of who you really are, because I can tell from this email you
jealous.
definitely have been very judgmental of it. Like,
Yeah.
because there's something about it, especially the OnlyFans thing, that makes you're like a little
Feel
bit
less than.
insecure about it, and I know you want it to come off as not being judgmental, but I mean the way you used the word girl power in like a cunty way, like
No offense, sex workers and girl power.
Like,
Yeah,
stop.
come on. Yeah.
Like, and it's fine.
And you know he
Many
picks up
people-
on that. He picks up on and he's kind of right to pick up that you're a little judgy about it. And I mean, okay. It is what it is.
It's
It is what it
okay.
is.
I think he also knows that as soon as he hands the phone over and she sees the search history, there's going to be a million questions about
Yeah,
every search.
yeah.
And he's just going to be like, this is a bigger problem than if I just don't give it to you.
Yeah.
Men
Facts.
always trying
Men
to
hate
avoid the
problems.
bigger problem.
Yeah, men. Simple.
And also for
Simple
me, like I don't really look at any interesting porn, but if I did, like to me that would be like special.
Private, yeah.
And there is something that ruins the kink when someone else knows about it. The secrecy is part of what makes it appealing, for me at least. Like privacy is very kinky. And so that's another reason why someone might want, like if your wife knows like the kind of stuff you're jerking off to, like then it becomes your shared thing.
Right.
And that's not the
true.
point.
That's true. The point of masturbation and porn is like it's the you time.
It's a personal relationship with yourself.
Yeah. And like I've definitely been interested in the porn my partners have looked at, but like that's because I'm like, what turns you on? It's for the service of being aroused. It's not like, what are you looking at? It's more like, ooh, what do you like?
Sure. Oh,
It's
I'm always
flirty.
interested, but if they told me they didn't want to tell me, I would completely understand because I also would like to keep that to myself.
Yeah, I would understand, but I would want to know, but I don't understand. I would want to know. He says it's a problem he has internally with shame. Number 2, Jake tells me that he still has an album of nudes from the hot brunette.
I was going to say, I was like, this part 1, we were getting really off topic with porn when the original question was about people you really know. Obviously, because of the OnlyFans being in that wonky in-between world of someone that actually exists and someone that doesn't. That is your hang-up. Understandably so. The hang-up should always be real people, not these fake people. Not that porn actors are fake people, but they might as well be fake people.
There's not a personal relationship.
It's like having a crush on Julia Roberts. Okay, you know?
This is okay.
Yeah, I was like, this is a whole origin story about shame and childhood trauma that is getting you off the path that you originally went down, which is why are you still looking up those people that you actually used to date in real life?
Yeah, you go.
Let's get to it.
This is beyond an
Let's
Instagram
get
live.
to it.
Jake tells me that he still has an album of nudes from the hot brunettes. He, in true man fashion, tries to explain to me the concept of nostalgia. Okay.
He mansplained nostalgia to you.
Oh, I hope he added ADHD in there. And how he keeps them as a reminder of his fun young years.
Yeah, before you came into the picture.
For the old ball and chain. He says he hasn't looked at them since he can remember.
What, since last week when you were sitting on the couch next to each other?
I think his ADHD made him forget last month when he was looking at them. Jake acts like this is what he mostly did not want me to see. However, him having these doesn't really surprise me. I do believe he should have deleted them out of respect for the other girls. I don't know. When they broke up, as it's pretty sleazy to keep them. Is it? Because I still have nudes for my exes.
No,
and I will
she's
not
telling
let them
herself
go.
a story to get away from the fact that it just bothers her.
Yeah,
And she wants
it's okay
them
if it
deleted.
bothers you. I mean, I would. The thing is here, and I love these situations because I'm like, if I were in your shoes, yeah, it would bother me. But if I were in his shoes, I'd be like, get off my dick. It's normal. So,
You're allowed to keep any nude that someone sent you unless they ask you to delete it.
facts. And out of respect to me, when A, he proposed, B, we got married, C, we had a kid, or D, when he got nervous about me having his phone for 2 months. He agrees, but I don't tell him that it doesn't really surprise me or even bother me, though.
I mean, it bothers you. You wrote an entire email about it.
You did indeed. I guess I see it this way. Jake has 50,000 photos on his phone. Jake doesn't really get rid of things. Jake will sometimes put garbage besides the garbage can, but not in. Jake likes dopamine hits. Yeah, that is an ADHD thing. Jake likes to see hot things. Who doesn't? A lot of this also goes back to truly understanding and loving someone with ADHD.
Literally stop giving him excuse. Like, please. The same way we're not like gonna let you make up excuses for yourself, we're also not gonna let you make up excuses for him. ADHD does not make you have to cheat.
No.
There is actually only
Not at all.
there is only one mental health condition where cheating is actually part of it, and that is bipolar disorder.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so other than that, and it's also certainly
All you bipolar people, go fuck.
the rate of divorce amongst bipolar when a person in a marriage is bipolar is like through the roof.
That makes sense.
You know, because when the mania hits, they often go out and do sexually like quite unsafe things. And again. And I don't know if this is for both bipolar 1 and 2, but for bipolar in general. That's the only thing I've ever heard of in all the things I've looked up, all the things I've studied that actually can say is a medical condition that makes it more likely for you to cheat. And that is it.
But she's not saying it's the ADHD in him is with cheating. It's just that you don't get rid of things or that you kind of, the thing is, he was nervous. She looked them up on Instagram.
Yeah, she's laying the groundwork.
Anyway, I put the toddler to bed, and when I come out, Jake offers me his phone. Of course, yeah, after he deleted everything. Of course, I decline it because he had a chance to delete everything. Exactly. Now I have two options: believe him that those were the two things he desperately wanted to shield me from, or not. I mean, you're going to torture yourself, girl. I tell Jake that his web browser and his photo albums were not even places I would have looked. I don't know. I don't know if I believe you on that one. That is my concern. My concern is that he is messaging someone on IG or texting someone, essentially that he is cheating on me. Okay. I am so scared of him ruining our family because it is the first safety I've ever had.
There's your problem.
Yeah, this is the real fear. We're getting to it. And my daughter's childhood is at hand. Jake says I could keep. I get it. Jake says I could keep his phone for the rest of the vacation, and I will see that no messages from anybody come in.
Yeah, because he already texted them. Don't message me on vacation with my wife.
I'm giving the phone to my wife. Shut the fuck up. Just for 1 week. And I will see that no messages from anyone come in because he is not doing that at all. That he doesn't have the time, energy, desire, and that more than anything, he does not want to sacrifice or jeopardize our life. And I believe him. I do. I did not hit him up on his offer, although he continues to offer it. We ended up having a pretty good vacation with lots of good sex, except for the moments I would find myself wondering about what else he had been on his phone and getting honestly just fucking angry that the only time I ever asked for his phone, he declined. He declined me and chose himself over me or my trust.
It's a slippery slope, though, babe.
Yeah.
It really is.
And I don't...
It's a slippery slope.
Don't hold that against him. Don't hold that against him because he could tell you were weirded out about the searches. That men don't want more trouble. So
his phone is his property. And I think especially in a marriage, it's extremely important to have boundaries because you have less and less that is yours and yours alone. And no matter how close you are or how great your relationship is, it is very important to be a human in this world, to have secrets to yourself and private time to yourself and stuff that only you know, that your partner does not know. And there was nothing in the world that you would ever tell me to convince me otherwise.
Yeah, because
ever.
You need your separateness to be palpable. In order to continue a successful relationship. Because when you merge into each other, that's codependency, and then you resent him for not doing the thing you want him to do. It's just, it gets controlling.
And then, and it's also with no mystery, there can be no romance. So do you want to just evolve into being friends who raise a child together? You probably don't, based on what you wrote. And there are some people who make a choice to live in that way, and that is fine, but that is a choice they made on purpose.
In those moments, he would reassure me and promise me to make this up to me and go to therapy.
Go to therapy for what?
He didn't do it. He didn't do anything egregious.
Regular guy?
Literally every man has an album of all their ex's nudes.
I do.
Never met.
And I'm
do
a
too.
woman.
Yeah. We're pretty doodly, but yeah. A lot of women I know have the dick pics. But
I don't
you
want to
can't tell whose
hot.
dick it is.
Mine are just ones on with clothes on.
Oh, really?
I mean, for
No, mine are like
Corinne
hot
guy,
ones.
they're like Getty images with his ex. I go, these are just
that's fun.
these are just some good ones. I just had to file these away.
When we got back from the trip, I talked to my therapist, and she reminded me that many people hide things in secret apps. Oh, cool. Thanks, therapist.
Why would
Why would she plant that fucking seed in you, knowing the state you're in? I don't like this therapist.
I gotta be honest, since they needed
therapist likes to start shit.
They needed so many more therapists during COVID that I think there's a lot of people who are therapists now who, quite frankly,
Just want the
should
drama.
not be therapists.
She just wants the tea. So when he came home from work that day, I asked him for his phone.
You gotta stop doing this.
He obliged. I go to the apps. I mean, you can hide an app from the home screen, not to put another seed in you. And in iPhones, you could see every app you've ever downloaded, even deleted ones. You can? Wait, how? Okay, we'll get to that later. He had nothing suspicious at all. I did not go through anything else in his phone and gave it back to him with a huge relief. Okay, and also, your therapist, that was fucked up of her to say. However, I'm still here wondering, what could have been on the phone? What he said was on the phone. All that makes sense. It makes sense that's, if he was being honest, I wouldn't be shocked in any way. Why did he put himself above my peace of mind? Because he has to put himself first in this situation and trust just for porn and old nudes. Why is he so weird about porn? This is not just a him thing, P.S. Please know, a lot of guys are weird about this, and a lot of women too. Why did he still have those photos? Because he's a human being. Should I be madder about those photos? Am I being a dumb bitch? Trusting him now feels less like a choice and more like a risk. Oh my God. Did you not just... Okay, let's recall the first part of your email where you talked about this amazing man and how he was fucking there for you, as he should be as your partner, but this is a very equal relationship.
Wait, and haven't they been together for like a really
10
long
years.
10 years?
He's great. He's wonderful to you.
What this is for some reason, and I'm sure you went through a lot with childbirth, your old insecurities and trauma and wounds have been reopened. Something about it, perhaps it's seeing your young innocent child. I don't really know what it is. I haven't been through childbirth and child rearing, so I don't know how to explain that. But this is your wounds that are opening up, and you're taking it out on your husband. This really actually has nothing to do with your husband.
Your husband seems like a fucking catch. Trusting him now feels less like a choice and more like a risk. It hurts. It sucks. Breaking up our family would be my worst nightmare.
I think for the
We're
first...
going 0 to 100, girl.
You're like, you have everything you've
trauma
always
response.
wanted, and you're like, how can I ruin this?
Yeah. Which is the thing people do, but like, stop. But if he was were really cheating, I would probably end things. I don't know. I'm so confused.
What are you talking about? He's not like, what are you talking about right now?
I have a mantra for you.
We've taken such a leap.
I know. I'm going to give you a homework assignment. I want you to say this every fucking day until you believe it, because honestly, that's how these things work. Everything I need to know is revealed to me exactly when I need to know it. That is so helpful for anxiety around this shit. And anxiety around anything of like, are they not telling me something? Are they mad at me? No. Everything I need to know is revealed to me at the exact time I need to know it, okay? Repeat that to yourself until you believe it, because you will enjoy being in your own body and mind way more. Other people will enjoy being around you more. Life's just gonna be a lot more fun, okay? If you can assume he's fucking someone else, why can't you assume he's not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I genuinely don't think he's
he's
physically cheating on you. I genuinely do not think that. And
even if he was jerking off to photos of his ex in the bathroom, I'd be like, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, yeah.
I was gonna say.
And furthermore, sorry, Arky, can we go a second? Furthermore, okay, in a marriage, we just have to be real with ourselves. In a marriage that is going to these 10, 20, 30-year points, there are going to be moments when we have conversations that we shouldn't, that maybe we see someone we shouldn't, that we send a DM that we shouldn't, we look at a picture that we shouldn't. And that is just going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, like what? Just relax a little bit.
Go
look at a picture of your ex and jerk off.
That's what I was gonna say. Is go do that and see if you love your husband any less.
Right? Yeah, it's separate. It's two separate things.
This the way there was something very odd about the way you were trying to sell us on your life in the beginning of this email, and I just and I don't know why. No one, especially in 2025, thinks other people are living a perfect life. If you do, you have a very wrong vision of what the world is. And I don't think that anyone should be like pursuing perfection, because if you're pursuing perfection or presenting perfection, you're withholding truth for sure. Truth is messy. Okay. And like, we just want you to be real with yourself and with other people. And that's pretty much it. And you've now convinced yourself, because you saw 3 brunettes on his Instagram search history, that you're going to divorce and your child's childhood is going to be ruined. Do we see what a far jump that was?
Yeah, it's pretty far. So you got.
And honestly, kudos to your husband for even like entertaining this.
I was gonna say, he was more patient with you than if he was less patient with you, I still wouldn't be mad at him.
Because right now,
I'll say it that way.
If I was your husband, I'd be like, oh no, I married and procreated with a crazy person. That's how I would be reacting right now. So turn the alarm bells off.
What's really going on?
I don't know what's going on. Again, I cannot imagine how, I know you said that your child is great and perfect and everyone's doing their share and sleeping through the night. It still was a big experience to have. Maybe you feel not as sexy. I don't know. Maybe you feel like separated from your body. Maybe you feel like you don't know if you're good enough to make this happen. I don't know what your feelings are, but this is about you. This is not about him. Stop. Seems like you found a good man. There are not many.
Not many. How many times have we fucking said that? 5 times in 13 years?
Just enjoy your life. It sounds like it's going really nice, and stop creating problems where there are none. I think maybe you feel bored or something. I don't know what it is, but you have a nice life now. You didn't previously, it seems. Just enjoy your nice life.
Just a few more.
That's kind of the end of it.
Yeah. There's a few more sentences. I feel like a deflating balloon when I think about it. Yeah, because it's not.
It was getting so dramatic.
Yeah. So in self-preservation, I mostly don't think about it. But I don't want to feel real fucking stupid in a few years. No one does. No one does. But you're putting the cart before the horse, which is producing anxiety because you have no evidence to suggest that this is a likely outcome. And it still also might be a likely outcome. No one knows. You got to take life as it comes. And
maybe you'll cheat.
Plot twist.
Like what?
Plot twist. Maybe you are cheating and you don't want him to know. I don't think that's true, but that would be fun. Okay, I don't want to feel like real fucking stupid in a few years. Find out this whole time there's been something much more egregious happening. Any advice or thoughts? And I also think too, I do think society, it's a mixture. Your feelings are a mixture of the person you are, your personal history.
Sure.
You're projecting something, obviously, onto your husband who seems very lovely. But also, we do, like on the show, we talk about it. And I think in society as a whole, I don't know if it's just up to, narrowed down to America, but I would think it's kind of worldwide, any Western country. Men cheat a lot. They just do, and we talk about it a lot. Like, I think women cheat a lot too. We just don't hear it.
Women cheat a lot too.
I'm like, I wish we would hear more women cheating stories.
Women are just better at it. That's why we don't hear the stories.
Because we're smarter and we're more caring and we hide it better.
I also think there's more stigma against women cheating, though. I'll say that.
Really?
When women cheat, it's like they're like a nasty bad whore. When men cheat, it's like, oh, men cheat. That's what they do.
Right. Yes. It is more universally accepted that men cheat. It's a boys will be boys thing. So our culture certainly I'm sure has something to do with your anxiety, but you just got to be better at talking back to those thoughts. So get another therapist, not one that plants more seeds of.
Yeah, that was a crazy response from a medical professional.
Honestly, I want her number so I can call her and go, what the fuck? You should lose your license for that.
That's like a gossip
She
gal.
literally gave you another anxiety disorder. Like, what? Like that?
Yeah.
She's a very bad therapist. I don't think I've quite heard, unless a story where a therapist hits on you. Obviously, that's a no, run and report. But the fact that she fucking egged you on like a cunty friend in high school, do not go to her again. Do not go to her again.
Yeah, that's
I would love to know her fucking thinking behind why the fuck she told you that. That's insane.
Truly a crazy
She should get her
response.
license taken away for that. So, thanks for writing us. And have a great day. There you go. And you can hear us other places too. We got other podcasts. We got other places you can hear us. My God. Maybe you can come to Group Therapy and fucking vent. It's wild how comforting it is to go on a Zoom with a bunch of strangers from all around the world, might I add. We got England, we got Ireland, we got Canada. And just talk about whatever the fuck is going on in your life, whether it's serious or not. And it's nice. You feel more human. Patreon.com/Krystyna Hutchinson.
And if you want to hear Without a Country and, work on critical thinking skills and hear the news from the left and the right without having to do the research yourself, join me every Wednesday. We moved up the time now. It's 7 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday on YouTube. You can watch the live stream. Or if not, the live stream is available immediately after, as is the audio. That night, we're releasing the audio now on Wednesdays. We fast track the whole process to get everything to you quicker, since it is not an evergreen show because it is based on news. And make sure to subscribe to the Without a Country YouTube, even if you consume it via audio. It's youtube.com/Without a Country. And of course, if you want to get an additional news story each week, it is the Patreon. You can sign up. It's patreon.com/Without a Country. And it's a great show. I love doing that show.
And follow me on Instagram at FRETTY, FERICFRETTY. And come and see me in Edmonton this weekend, the 3rd through the 6th of July.
All right, you're going to be in Canada for America's birthday.
Yep.
Some boyfriend to America, you are.
I honestly say that sounds safer.
Yeah, it does.
That sounds
I'm
safer.
getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. For
how
sure.
are you, Corinne?
I'm good. I'm. What did I do? Oh yeah. I just. It was the anniversary of my dad's death this weekend.
Oh my God,
cute. That's what I did. It was
cute.
Yeah. No, I just feel
Does
like
grief. Is it still have the same powerful punch?
It's not like you're crying every day the way I was year one. I mean, I literally cried for 10 months straight.
Yeah.
But it's different because as it goes on, people assume you're over it or care about it less or acknowledge it less. And so I think the hard part as it moves on is you worry that the memory of the person is slowly fading away. Both in your own heart, no matter how much you try to hold on to it, the human memory only has a certain capacity, and and less people will start to mention it or talk about it, and I guess that's the hard part about it. And but it's also you don't want to set yourself up for disaster or a sad day. I had no intentions of being sad yesterday. I was still sad. It was just kind of a gloomy day. I don't know that it'll ever not be a gloomy day.
Yeah.
But I didn't cry all day or anything. Actually, I don't think I cried at all. But yeah.
But it's still, it's still it's fucking heavy.
Yeah. And again, 4 years is a weird mark because you're oh, I can't believe it's been that long. But also you're again, it's long enough that not a lot of other people are going to acknowledge it. Not that I want I actually don't want a flurry of messages or something, but you're I don't really know what I do want.
Right.
You know? I don't know.
Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was Ireland?
Oh, it was great. I went to see Iron Maiden again, just like when I saw Rage Against the Machine.
This was your first time seeing Iron Maiden?
Second time.
Oh, okay.
They're fucking great. The lead singer has a similar voice to Journey. The lead singer of Journey is just fucking unbelievable. This guy is 79. He fucks.
Wow.
He rock. Oh
impressive.
My God. All the members of the band were original except for the drummer, retired at 75. Not too shabby. There's 30,000 people. Shout out to, I forget your name, but there was one fan who came up to me. I don't know how that happened, but you're Krystyna, I love Guys We Fucked. I'm no fucking way. In a crowd of 30,000, this is amazing. It was great. And I'm excited it was nice to not be in America. I was kind of being immature and gearing up for all my JD Vance memes as my phone background, with him with the fat fucking face. And the customs didn't even they shuttered us into this other aisle where we didn't even have to get nothing got checked, even our passports. So I was ready for a fight. I didn't get it, but that's probably for the best.
Yeah, I saw you writing that, and I was Krystyna, it's not going to be cool if you get detained for over a meme. If you want to get detained, do something really fucking nuts. That's my.
I don't want to do something really nuts. Though.
What? But
I would welcome an opportunity for them to present how absolutely fucking absurd it is and life ruining. It wouldn't be for me, but like for like tearing apart families. Like what's happening with ICE? I gotta fucking compartmentalize that every fucking day. That is insane what's happening.
Well, and also people are fake dressing up as ICE now and raping women.
The anger
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Goddamn right. The anger in me over what's happening is kind of fucking with my days. So I need to like, I'm doing a lot of running in the heat. It's still not really touching the anger, but I'll figure something out. France, man. France is fucking on something. There's just been a lot of, I don't know why these stories, there's just big stories that are really fucked up that are coming out of France. The Giselle Pelicot one is fucking insane.
For sure.
I mean, thank God France's legal system seems to be pretty sick. But there was a music festival where 145 women got jabbed with a needle. They caught all 14 of the guys. I still don't know what was in there, but like...
It was a mixture of GHB and a few other things.
So date rape drug.
Yeah.
Oh, because they didn't report feeling... Because I was looking for like, they reported feeling dizzy and lightheaded and woozy, but none of them... Like when you get GHB and you
probably
pass out, right?
It maybe with a jab, maybe they didn't get enough in their system.
Maybe.
Because when you're normally drinking GHB because they're putting it in your drink.
Yeah. Where's this article? Yeah, so I thought that was really fucked up. And then I also thought it was interesting. This is kind of like an aside about that particular case. All these news sources were covering it on, and I saw the Instagram post, and then it led me to the article. But they were saying 145 people get jabbed at a music festival. No, guys. It's 145 women, okay? Mm-hmm. That's an important part of the story. If it was 145 men that got jabbed, that's also a very important part of the story. If every victim of a crime is the same gender, you gotta wanna note
or the same ethnicity or the same religion or whatever it is.
Because we're like, me sense a targeted attack. That's a huge light on the angle of the crime that we wanna know. So I was like, what the fuck is with all these news sources saying 145 people, and I looked all the comments sections for these posts were like, it's 145 women. All the victims had something in common. They were women.
Maybe the reporters were like didn't check and like didn't know if anyone was like non-binary and they didn't want that kind of an argument. That's the only thing I can think of.
No, maybe.
Otherwise, like that's crazy. And if that was so, I would argue that then that's just another way to not make women safe.
Yeah, truly.
I was like, then this is how J.K. Rowling's going to get going on a tirade.
Oh, don't. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Now, this guy, he's British, so it's not, but it happened in France. British man charged over wedding with child, 9, at Disneyland Paris. Huh? Yo, this is fucking crazy. A British man this is from BBC.com. A British man has been charged in connection with organizing a mock wedding of a 9-year-old Ukrainian girl in Disneyland Paris. French prosecutors said the 39-year-old man was a convicted sexual offender who is wanted in the UK. Ew. His name has not been made public. Make it public. Show his fucking face, please. He was arrested when police were called to the amusement park on Saturday morning. And again, I've never, when has a man ever put any thought in anything? Check this out. Disneyland Paris staff who were alerted by a guest, in quotes, who said he had been hired by the man to play the father of the bride. The man said he had been paid 12,000 euros to play the role, and that he only realized in the last minute that the bride was a child, according to a statement by Meaux prosecutor Jean-Baptiste Bladier. The statement also said the Ukrainian girl who arrived in France 2 days earlier had not been a victim of either physical or sexual violence and had not been forced to play the role of a bride. A woman who says she was hired to play the role of a guest told BFM TV that when she arrived at Disneyland Paris, she saw a little girl dressed in white with her hair all done up, and I saw a woman who picked her up in her arms, and I was shocked. I burst into tears. When I saw it was a child, it was horrific. Around 100 French extras had been recruited to take part in the fake ceremony, which was to be filmed in a private capacity. What? The British man had reportedly hired Disneyland Paris for several hours for the stunt, in which he was to play the role of the groom. Preliminary findings also stated he had allegedly been made up professionally so that his face appeared totally different from his own, according to the prosecutor. 3 other people, including 41-year-old mother of the girl, 24-year-old Latvian woman who was to play the bride's sister, and a 55-year-old Latvian man were also arrested.
What is going on?
I don't know, man. But by Tuesday, only the British man was still being held by police. The British man and the Latvian woman appeared in front of the judge, and the man was charged with fraud, breach of trust, money laundering, and identity theft, and placed in pre-trial detention. I mean, was he also charged with trying to marry a 9-year-old?
Yeah,
that feels like the worst part.
That would be
That feels like
endangering
worst
the
part.
welfare of a child at least.
BFM TV reported that the mock wedding may have cost organizers more than with this organizer more than 130,000 francs or 110,000 euros.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, that actually sounds cheaper. To
Yeah.
rent out Disney land is not a cheap thing.
Yeah, wild. Just I feel like there's a lot of shit going on in France.
Also, how did he think he was going to get away with
Yeah.
that? With
I
so
literally-
many other people who didn't, what they were walking. He thought not one of them was going to have any morals.
He must have thought that they would have assumed it was like a daddy-daughter dance thing or something.
Or it's like a film
maybe?
deuce, like for a movie, or if he's hiring extras.
Yeah, but if it's filmed for a movie, you're gonna have production and insurance and all that shit.
I guess so. Yeah.
If he's filming like but you can
Sounds
go
where
to
the budget
Disney and
ran
film
out.
a proposal, and they could I don't know. That's just like what the fuck.
Wow.
So you know who's not a pedophile?
We hope.
Our guest. No, I'm pretty sure he's not. No, he's not. He's amazing. I love this guy. He is a stand-up comedian. He's a musician. He makes very funny songs. He and I have worked together a lot in the last couple months on something that I love. And he has a comedy special, Give It Up, that's now available for your viewing pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show,
Avery Pearson.